Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night. And I am currently recording the 1 hour spotlight. That's for everybody who's live. I figured since I would be playing Blueprints today, I might as well record it and put it up on the YouTube channel. Though, of course, in the future, when I actually have my intro finished, I would love to split up the stream and add it on the channel. As you can see, and if you can't see, I am at day 38 already. But we're not going to do that. Thankfully, this game has profiles. Oh, and you can clear your save? That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's start it fresh. Now, I've completed a lot of the puzzles. Excuse me. On my normal save, but for the sake of the 1 hour special, I'm going into it fresh. And there are a couple of rules. I can use my notes for my first run. And that's just so that I don't have to make any new notes. However, I won't complete the rule number 2. I don't complete a puzzle unless I find the hints. So you're not going to see me shortcut anything.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Ooh. Day 1. Now, in-game, this should be the 4th of November, and that's actually some significance. there's actually a room you can get later on, and hopefully I can show you guys how to get there. That will allow you... The date becomes very important in-game. And also the hour, actually. It's kind of crazy. It's not a date and time in real life, it's a date and time in the game, which is absolutely nuts. But we'll get there when we get there. If we get there on this run. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here, a young boy. I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all details of the quest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. That said, here are a few ground rules of this commission covered in fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off of the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. How's that? I think I did good. Let's see here. Did good? Did well. The Mount Holly blueprint will serve as a useful map and inventory log adventures. You may access the blueprint menu, the blueprint menu, by pressing Tab. You know what? I think that's about it. We should call it a day. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, a hallway. A hallway over here is very nice. Bedroom's good too. Go with the hallway for the first. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Oh, parlor or pantry? Oh, we could get the lavatory. You get that out of the way. Let's get the lavatory out of the way. Now, what's special about the lavatory, and I want to talk to you guys about the red rooms, and you'll see it later. Well, no. I'm not going to spoil anything. So, I'm not going to talk about the future, and I'll do my best to try not to. A nook's good. A nook's actually very good in this position. So we'll grab a nook. Grab ourselves a key. Ooh, West Wing Hall. That's a very bad position for it, though. You don't want to block any doors. So I'm going to put a closet right here. Oh. A sleep mask. Well, now we know what we're doing for the rest of the day. And that went away too fast. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. That's actually really, really good to grab on your first run. Okay, let's go over here. The corridor is always left unlocked. Let's just go ahead and add a bedroom. I was really hoping there would be something in here. There was. We get a re-roll dice. A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use die to re-roll new floor plan. And I'll end up showing that off later. That's just a postcard. Oh, the courtyard. The courtyard in this position is indeed very nice, but we don't have any gems. Let's re-roll and see what we get. Oh, the nursery's really good though. But in this position, the pantry is also good. Let's hold off on the nursery for a little bit. Craft a pantry. Now let's go over to the main hall and craft the spare room right here. That's what I was wanting. Okay, so now we have 2 directions we could go in. It's a good rule that I like to follow, is just always have 2 different directions you can go in at all times. Which means we're placing a dining room right here. Normally I wouldn't use the dining room so early, but we used our reroll die earlier. And I'll show you what the dining room does. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Now, what the rank is, it's just how far you are onto the estate. Like right now, we're building up rank 2. And we were on rank 1, which is where we put the lavatory. Now let's see if we can... Let's put the storeroom right here. This is a perfect place for it. Grab a gem. Grab a key. Money, money, money. Money. Alright. Oh, the chapel is very enticing in this position. It's gonna hurt me right now, but let's just draft the chapel. And we're going to go back to the spare room. Bunk room in. The den is nice. But for now, this early, I don't like using the corridor this early. because it could save us a key later. But the den is also very powerful, so I'm just going to put a corridor right here. The later you draft the den, the more useful the den becomes. Oh, the mailroom is nice. But for now, what I want, what I'm looking for a couple of things. Is one, I'm looking for an item, a more useful item than just the sleep mask. And I'm looking for the coat check. It doesn't matter how far I get into the estate, as long as I can get a useful item and the coat check. I'll show you guys the billiard room. The billiard room is nice. The billiard room is the reason why I have math in the tags. Plus, minus, times, division. It's not hard to figure out with just the billiard room. But it is a little confusing if you don't go into one of the classrooms. Alright, 7 and 2 is 9. 23 minus 3 is 17. 12 minus 5 is 8. Oh, it's not 8, it's 7. Oops. 9, 17, 7. Oh. Already using our times tables. 20. Ba-ba-bum. 15 minus 13 plus 3 is 6. Plus 3 times 3. Oh, the silver key. It's good. That is ridiculously good. Because the silver key, unlocking the door with a silver key will lead to a room with many doors. That's going to be good later. I don't want to use a gem on the kitchen. Okay. If anything, when it's the early game like this, and you're short on gems, it's okay to pick very carefully which room you spend your gems on. You want to save them as much as possible, and you saw it. Ah, good. Sometimes the chapel is nice, sometimes the chapel is not so nice. But I think in this position, the chapel has to be nice. Yes. On this particular panel, the chapel has to be very nice. So this was a very, very good spot to place the chapel. And hopefully you guys get to see the reason why later. Oh man, that creates 2 dead ends. We don't want to do that. Oh. Okay, so no matter what, we're drafting a dead end. Well, I wouldn't waste a gem on a dead end, so we're gonna go into the boudoir. And this is what you get when you draft a room with multiple doors that runs into another room. You get it blocked off. Is why you shouldn't do that. Or at least try to avoid it as much as possible. Ooh, lovely photo. The safe. What the combination to the safe is. Huh. I'm kidding, I know the combination to the safe. But, like I've said before, like I've said earlier. Oh, hello, Mary. I didn't notice you pop in. I'm doing just fine. Nice little relaxing day. Gonna draft an East Wing Hall. I hope you're doing well as well. Let's see here. Talking about something important. Was it? Oh, yes. About not completing any puzzles during this run without finding the hints. Oh, dark room. I don't want to end the run right now. I want to have a second chance, so I'm going to draft the den. Oh, it's going well. The game's going very well, Mary. I'm just trying my best to get as far as I can on day one. Oh, already hitting locked doors. Rank 5. Okay. Oh, the wine cellar. Wine cellar's very nice, but so is the courtyard. I want the courtyard. But let's check the map. I really want the courtyard. Mary, that's very interesting wording you have. You have there makes me think you are not a real person. I play many other games. Might as well answer honestly anyway. I play many other games, mostly JRPGs, but for now, I felt that I would relax today with some puzzles. It's been a rough week. And it is, after all, hump day. Instead of going through this door in this position, I'm gonna turn around, go back through the den, and see what I can draft here in this position. Oh, that is very not good. Let's draft the bunk room, because for the most part, the bunk room normally has 2 items in it. And it's 2 keys. Good. Ah, that's lovely. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys. I will not have to share my room. I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be. But today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back. And if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday. I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me. And today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he's older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. Honestly, I have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it. I still would have rather had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Anything else? Rubik's Cube. I love me a good Rubik's Cube. There are some placed in the bedrooms all throughout the house. As a matter of fact, I have 3 within arm's reach. Nice little 5x5. I normally stream 3 to 4 days a week, depending on how I feel on Thursday. Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. EST to 3 p.m. EST. Excuse me. Bad habit of mine, I break up my sentences like that. I'm trying to break it. Recording has been very... Recording has been a good way. Visual artist? Oh, lovely. I'm an audio engineer myself. I love the audio engineering in this game. You know what? It might be a good idea to unlock this trunk. It was not a good idea to unlock this trunk. Any items? If there were any items in the courtyard, it would either be right here or leaning up against this wall here, right next to this plank. Yes! The drawing room is good. Even though we have no more gems, still good. Drawing floor plans. Each time you clock? Each time you clock a door, you just clock it. Right in its silly face, because it looked at you funny. So each time you clock a door in the face, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you don't like your initial 3 options. And that's why I stop my sentences right in the middle, because I have to breathe. Huh? 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 Oh, good old Uncle Herbie. Wait. Okay. Wow, I did a good job at playing dumb there. Uh, I've played this for 38 in-game days before, so of course I knew that. How's my acting? Good. But just like before, I already know the solution to this room, and I know how to find it. But I haven't found it in this run. I haven't found it while recording. A little challenge. Makes it a little more challenging. Okay, gotta use a key. Would like a straight. Give me a straight, please. Oh, thankfully it's in the drawing room so we can redraw such. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing about drawing the mailroom is you have a higher likelihood of drawing it again and earlier the next day. Because a package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. And that's very good because the package is very useful. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Electronic mail. Okay. Utility room fuse box. Indicator settings. Any button above to activate blue. When it's green, press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purples are needed to activate the 6th. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane. Wow, I said that very southern there. To sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate, Henares. Numbers. From Dad. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time. Please excuse my pit bull. But I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. Want to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. With all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. So much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me just jot this stuff down. You're yelling me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness the final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. So it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. By my best intentions, I'm sure. On Friday, I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep at night and don't spend all your time each day playing dirigiblocks. Kitchen. Oh, now we have to draft the dark room. Oh? Oh, what's this? Yes. I wonder if there's going to be anything in here. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Reminder, after the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Safe code 983. Please give me a way to expand this way. I think I may need to use the special key here. Let's use the silver key here. I'm not going to use a Great Hall. Let's place the dark room right here. Uh-oh. Go this way. And I think... Oh no. I can't grab the commissary because we don't have any gems. But we can get the parlor. What's that? I have never heard that sound before. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had seen been seen in decent society. We were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. And I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Lowry. One, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. And only one box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. A rather curious wind-up key, component of the parlor game. The gems are on the desk. Oh, well, we know that's not true. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the floor. I think the gems are in the box. Okay. Using our last key here. I want to use the breaker. Get into the breaker room. And turn back on the dark room. Because that's the beautiful thing about the dark room. If you have the utility room, you could turn the light back on. Oh. Ooh. That's great, since we just ran out of... That's great, since we just ran out of keys. However... I think the lockpick is only good on... rank 5 and 6. And it gets less effective the higher you go. So, there's a chance it won't work, in which case we gotta call it a day. Ouch. And I have to tell you, if the lockpick doesn't work once, it's not ever going to work. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing. There's a hint. As well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Ooh. Brainy. Huh. Wonder if this picture has any significance. There's the same picture with the maids. White spots at different points. Wonder if this is a hint to anything, because on one picture the background's in focus, and on another picture the foreground's in focus. Huh. I wonder what room this is, because I don't... that a bathroom? That's a tub. Is this a mirror selfie? Okay. Well, we at least got up to rank 8. And we did get the mailroom. So I would say that's a win for today. Alright. But before we call it a day, I want to spin these 44 steps. And we are going back your tithe. And we are going back to the entrance. Because we can actually go outside. I want to make a wish. Always make a wish when you can. But to be blue. Yeah, a blue house would be nice. Here. Inside and outside. Do-do-do. Having a little fun before I call it a day. Call it Day 2. East facing in. Wish I would have been able to fill out the west a little more. But this is nice. I didn't read the note in the guest bedroom. I just now realized that. Forward march. I mean, November, technically. But this is nice. Already read this. Oh, but we haven't read this. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 steps. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor, and you must call it a day. We must. Have to. Our package has been delivered. But for now, let's do an early parlor game. Grab the wind-up key. This is the white box. You lie! This box is the black box. You also lie. Means this one must be telling the truth. The blue box contains the gems. Give me. Give. Oh, shiny. Alright. Spare rooms. storeroom. Let's put the spare room here. And then go back to the main hall. I have a feeling I'm gonna need this. Let's put the utility closet here. And, oh well, the den is the only real option here. I know I'm avoiding the mailroom, but I'm doing it on purpose. Because I want to put the mailroom here instead. Let's see what we got. Brass compass, sleeping mask, gems. Another sleeping mask. Very nice. First time you enter a bedroom, we get 5 steps. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's good. And now we have 5 gems. Can we get a secret passage? No, we got a drawing room. Nice. Okay. And then let's go over here. Oh, we don't even need to redraw anything. We're gonna put a pantry right here. I didn't read this note last time. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps would be more than enough. I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any from the order and leave it in the pantry. Kitchen. Kitchen. Don't need the kitchen just yet. I want to put a closet here. Sledge. Sledgehammer. Very useful to get early on. Ivory dye. Sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. I had that on my last run. Y'all? Yes. We don't even have to redraw any floor plans. This is perfect. Bedroom? How dare you give me 2 red rooms? It hates me. Let's plop the commissary right here. Right in the middle, right here. And we're not going to go in there yet. I'm going to back up. And let's see if we can grab a bedroom right here on the west wing. There isn't usually anything in here, but I like to check just to make sure. A bedroom! But it faces the wrong way. We're gonna plop a corridor here. And we get a west-facing room. Really, I want to look around. Hi. And, Isn't this normally a dessert tray, like a tiered dessert tray? Where you have like, for like tea time? Oh, the passageway is too good. Oh, it's too good. But let's grab something for free. We're gonna grab the Nook. We're gonna get our first key of the day. We're gonna go over here. I would love to place a nursery at some point, but a West Wing Hall is perfect. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly a journal would prove to be an invaluable tool. You will not regret having beside you on your journey. Why is that a different? It looks like that's a different font. Beside. But yeah, it's very important. You do need a notepad. Huh. Well, darn. I'll tell you what. Let's get the lavatory out of the pool. And let's go over here. Craft the chapel. Nah, I don't want to turn back unless we absolutely have to. You're tied. And of course, the position we put the chapel in, there's nothing here. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna have to redraw these plans. Because I'm looking for a specific room right here. That was not it. None of those were it. I guess the storeroom. No. Not until we can find more keys. And make more bedrooms. Okay. Going to go into the hallway. Ooh, a boudoir. Boudoir or bedroom. Let's just craft the regular bedroom. And of course, we enter it, get 5 steps. This cuts off the commissary, but that's fine. Or not. The dining room would be nice. But the position we're in, the courtyard is best. And we could even find some goodies in the courtyard. Like a shovel. Nice. And... aw, no trunk. But that's fine. We found a shovel. And pebbles. Nice. Turnip. Always good to get 6 steps. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's nice. Put the passageway here. Now I'm probably going to... no, it's not a probably. I will need to use... I will need to use a key at some point. So we're going to go into the boudoir. After the boudoir, we're going to add the dark room. It's negative steps for us, but it's not too bad as long as we can keep drawing bedrooms. Okay. Oh, I was really hoping it would be a key. But a gem here is not bad. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne, had a red crown made of rubies, a red castle made of stone. Prince had a love all things red, the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down. He was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. Story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess the clues we have said. It was a story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. As you may, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, packed in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Need to go to the courtyard. We need to backtrack a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. We need to go into the utility room. Because we hit the dark room. Where is the dark room? Okay. Up, left. Oops, wrong way. Now we go left. Alright. We take another right. And then we take another left. And let there be light. Let's see what we have here. Another gem? Yes, please. Please be unlocked. Unlocked? Unlocked. Oh, security is nice. We haven't been to the security room yet. Oh. Little cutscene. Look at all these rooms. That's me. Okay. Blue memos are true. Red memos, lies. That's not blue. Oh, it is blue. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and the access levers are no longer required to gain entry. Well, we just read that's not true. Well, I think this is where I'm going to end my recording for YouTube. I thank you all for joining me on this 1 hour spotlight for the blueprints. As always, stay safe, have fun, and remember, play your way.